Okay, students, the next project is to create the puzzle cube in Fusion. So you should have your drawing packet. I don't have one with me, so you're gonna have to go with me. That's the packet we ended last semester with, where you drew all the pieces on individual sheets of paper. We're basically gonna draw each puzzle piece into an individual file in Fusion. So you should create, I may have had you create, I don't remember, a folder within your IED project called Puzzle Cube, and this is what we're ultimately looking to do. We'll do those blocks at the top later. But you need to do your 5 pieces and then color coordinate them. So I'll show you how to do that. I'm gonna go back to my home, and then I'm gonna go down to my example one, which I believe is IED 4. Puzzle Cube, I did have you create it. So we are just gonna create individual pieces. So we're gonna start with the first one. I'm just gonna create a sketch. I don't have a puzzle in front of me, but I'm gonna use the simple Lincoln L. So these are supposed to be designed to true size, meaning actual 3/4, each little block is actually 3/4 of an inch or 0.75. So if I do 3 of them on top of each other, that's 2.25. And then another line coming over, that'd be 0.75. So these are not the measurement of your actual blocks, but the theoretical correct size. So I'm gonna go back and do some dimensions, 1.5, 0.75, and then this is where I can do a horizontal constraint, and it should make it black. And then I'm gonna extrude this to 0.75. Please make sure you're doing it on the 0.75 scale. I have some students who always make it at either 1 inch. Make sure you're also in inches, because I've had students make it in millimeters, which is really, really tiny. So we go ahead and click OK. Now, we're going to save this one, and you can, normally I just tell you to name it by color. So let's say, this is the puzzle cube 1, because it's the first one, and then I'll call this one blue, and then my last name, and I hit save. Now we need to make this piece blue, and how do we do that? We type A on the keyboard, which is appearance. I'm going to minimize this because my screen is small, and we can also go under modify or create. It's under modify. You can go to appearance. And then under appearance, there's this down here. Normally the best thing is just to go to the paint section. It'll open. There we go. We're just gonna use glossy, it doesn't really matter. So here are the paint colors, so I'm gonna do blue. So I basically press and hold and drag it onto the blue part, and it'll turn it blue. Now, if I wanted to modify the color of blue, I can come in here and hit edit, and then I get this spectrum, so I can make it more of like a baby blue or a much deeper, darker blue. You can modify that. And this way, if it doesn't have a color listed here, I'm gonna hit done, that you wanted, pink or something, you can basically make your pink by putting on red and then adjusting the color to any color. Heck, I can make blue look like green. I mean, it's gonna be labeled blue up here, but you get my point. So we saved it, so it should appear now over here. And if I hit close here and save, it should also auto-save to blue. And there we go. So the next one we're going to create, we have to create another piece. So we are going to make a new design. And I'm just going to create a piece, a straightforward piece. You can also use, some students prefer to use the block method, so I'll do that, 0.75, by they basically design each block individually. 2.75, this is an acceptable method. Then they're going to do it again on that surface, and then actually they don't have to do anything. They can just hit extrude and do 0.75 because it'll pick it out. And then they're going to do one over here and draw a rectangle, and it should be able to find the middle and then extrude it out, 0.75. And then we'll do another one over here and a rectangle. There's no correct way to draw these blocks. Actually, let's do 1.5 because it'll be 2 blocks stacked on top of each other. And then we can come over here and let's say there's another piece that goes like right here. R. And then we got to do a dimension for this line to 0.75. Remember, it needs to be all black. And extrude this up 0.75. So here's 2 different puzzle pieces I made. I'm going to go ahead and save this one as PC2 because it's puzzle piece number 2. And then green, we'll call this one green in my last name. And hit save. Now, of course, I need to make this green, so I can press A on the keyboard to take it to appearance. Paint should be open. I can take my green and drop it on. I'm not going to modify the color of this green, and I'm going to hit save. And I should have 2 pieces done according to my drawings, my pieces, and the colors need to match to the actual cube you made. So if you made... they don't have to match the paper drawings you had because those you just colored with colored pencils, but the physical cube you turned in last semester, that's the one you need to make sure your colors match. Sorry, you're hearing my dogs run around. You need to get all 5 done. If you did a super cube, you need to do all 6 pieces. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next week.